Welcome to Maggie's blog. If you've been following my journey, thank you. In this episode, I am taking a day trip to Kamakura with my mom. Since this year, 2022, Taiga drama, which is the annual year-long historical drama television series which broadcasts in Japan, takes place in our hometown Izu and here Kamakura. So we wanted to come visit. It wasn't our first time visiting here, and last time I think I came here was when I was in middle school, and prior to that, first time was when I was in 6th grade. We did a field trip with my classmates. My mom has been here when she was young, so we both felt nostalgic walking through this street, Komachi Dori. Kamakura is a coastal town in Kanagawa Prefecture, less than an hour south of Tokyo. The town became Japan's political center when Minamoto Yoritomo chose it as the seat for his new military government in the late 12th century. The Kamakura government continued to rule Japan for over a century, first under the Minamoto shogun and then under the Hojo regents, which is the television story I was telling you about is based on. After the decline of the Kamakura government in the 14th century and the establishment of its successor, the Muromachi government in Kyoto, Kamakura remained the political center of eastern Japan for some time before losing its position to other cities. Today, Kamakura is a small city and a very popular tourist destination, sometimes called the Kyoto of eastern Japan. Kamakura offers numerous temples, shrines, and other historical monuments. In addition, Kamakura's sand beaches attract large crowds during the summer. Now we are at Tsurugaoka Hachimangu. It is Kamakura's most important shrine. It was founded by Minamoto Yoriyoshi in 1063 and enlarged and moved to its current site in 1180 by Minamoto Yoritomo, the founder and first shogun of a Kamakura government. The shrine is dedicated to Hachiman, the patron god of the Minamoto family and of the samurai in general. The deified spirits of the ancient emperor Ojin, who has been identified with Hachiman, Himegami, and Empress Jingu, are enshrined at Tsurugaoka Hachimangu Shrine. The shrine is reached via a long, wide approach that leads from Kamakura's waterfront through the city center with multiple torii gates along the way. The main hall, Hongu or Jogu, stands on a terrace at the top of a wide stairway. The main hall includes a small museum which displays various treasures owned by the shrine, such as swords, masks, and documents. Flanking the main approach to the shrine are two ponds. One pond represents the Minamoto clan and has 3 islands, while the other represents the Taira clan, the Minamoto's arch rivals, and has 4 islands, as the number 4 can be pronounced the same as death in Japanese. Maybe you've already noticed by now, but one of the fun things to do in Kamakura is trying different street food. You won't do in the Kamakura right unless you have a food on your hand while walking historical streets. So, about the TV series I was talking about, it is called Kamakura Dono no 13 Nin. English title is The 13 Laws of the Shogun. The story is set in late 20th and early 13th century in Japan. Hojo Yoshitoki, who's the main character, together with his sister Masako, helps Minamoto no Yoritomo to establish the shogunate in Kamakura. Following the marriage of Minamoto no Yoritomo and Masako, the gears of Yoshitoki's destiny begin, and the Hojo family eventually consolidate their power as hereditary regents. After the death of the charismatic leader Minamoto no Yoritomo, his 13 vassals eyed to fill the space left by him. However, unexpectedly, Hojo Yoshitoki, his youngest leagueman, emerges on top. Alright, now we're at Tenyattai Benten Shrine. It is a popular shrine in western Kamakura. People visit to wash their money, Tenyattai means coin washing. It is said that money washed in the shrine's spring will double. Minamoto no Yoritomo, the founder of the Kamakura government, ordered the shrine's construction after a god appeared in his dream and recommended him to build the shrine in order to bring peace to the country. Because the dream occurred on the day of the snake, in the month of the snake of the year of the snake, the shrine was later also dedicated to Benten, a Buddhist goddess associated with the snakes. Tenyattai Benten Shrine is a nice surviving example of the fusion of Buddhism and Shinto. Many other shrines were stripped of their Buddhism connection when the Meiji government attempted to emancipate and separate Shinto from Buddhism. In spite of its small size, it is the second most popular spot in Kamakura after Tsurugaoka Hachimangu. The tradition of washing money at the spring in the hope of seeing it multiply was born in 1257 when Kamakura's ruler Hojo Tokiyori came here to worship and recommended the faithful to wash their coins, saying that if they did so, they certainly would be rewarded by Ugafukujin, the god of the shrine, who would multiply them and grant their descendants prosperity. He himself did so, and people started imitating him and starting a tradition which continues to this day. This 800-year-old shrine is unusual for several reasons. The first being the fact it is completely surrounded by high rock walls, totally invisible from the outside. Tenyattai Benten can be reached only through a tunnel and a narrow trail on its rear. Also, because it was built on irregular ground, its various buildings stand at different heights and are connected by stairs. We didn't have a chance to go, but Kamakura is also known for Kamakura Taibitsu, the great Buddha of Kamakura. It is a bronze statue of Amida Buddha, which stands on the ground of Kotokuin Temple. With a height of 11.4 meters, it has long been the second tallest bronze Buddha statue in Japan, surpassed only by the statue in Nara Todaiji Temple and some recent creations. The statue was cast in 1252 and originally located inside a large temple hall. However, the temple buildings were destroyed multiple times by typhoons and tsunami in the 14th and 15th centuries. So, since the late 15th century, the Buddha has been standing in the open air. That's it for today's episode. Hope you enjoyed this. My journey continues still, so until next time, I hope you have a beautiful day.